Hey friends, welcome back to the Kindness Advantage. I'm your host, Cindy Rowe, and in 10 minutes or less, we will explore ways to bring kindness into every corner of your life. In today's episode, this one feels personal because we are talking about something so many people struggle with, but rarely admit it out loud, and that is rest guilt. Guilty. The feeling that you have to earn rest, deserve rest, justify rest, schedule rest, optimize rest, productivity hack your rest. And if you're not constantly doing something, you somehow feel behind or lazy or like you are failing. So today, during Mental Health Awareness Month, I wanted to talk about why rest is not a reward for exhaustion. It's a requirement for being human. And honestly, some of us out here are treating burnout like a personality trait. And that is not the goal. I'm glad you joined me today. So I want to reflect back. It was, recently I sat on the couch and I told myself that I would be there just for 10 minutes. I just needed, a 10-minute break. And, those famous last words, right? I already worked. I answered my emails. I did my content. I checked up on my kids. I handled life. But the second I sat down, my brain started doing this. You should probably be doing something more productive right now. Have you had those moments? Like somehow resting had to be approved by an invisible board of directors. I swear, some of us could finish 97 things in a day and still think, yeah, but technically, I could have folded the laundry. I don't know. That mindset is really exhausting. Somewhere along the way, many of us learned this equation: productivity equals worth, or busy equals important, or rest equals lazy. Now, I'm calling myself out here too. This was me years ago, right? And I still struggle with it because guess what? I'm human and so aren't you. But I think it needs a genuine conversation. This mindset is wrecking people mentally and emotionally. And according to the World Health Association, burnout is now recognized as an occupational phenomenon resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. That's not occasional stress, that's chronic stress. The scary part, we normalize it. We glamorize exhaustion. We celebrate overworking. We wear phrases like, I'm running on caffeine and chaos, like it deserves to be on a motivational poster or something. But mentally, emotionally, physically, our bodies keep score. I've also learned that recently. Research from the American Psychological Association, sorry about that, American Psychological Association has consistently shown that chronic stress impacts sleep, memory, emotional regulation, immune function, relationship, and our overall mental health. And here is what's fascinating: rest isn't just sleep. Rest can be emotional rest, mental rest, social rest, creative rest, sensory rest. You know, some people that physically sit down but mentally still carry the weight of everything, that's not true rest. And if you've ever said, I took time off, but I still feel exhausted, that might be why. And also, can we talk about how weirdly competitive adults are about being busy? Ask someone how they are, and they respond like this: busy. They don't say good or happy or doing well. They just say busy. I've done it, like recently. It's like a status symbol or something. Like we're competing in the exhaustion Olympics. I don't know. Gold medal goes to whoever answered emails at 11:47 p.m. while reheating coffee for the third time. Are you there? Is that you? So here's where kindness comes in. Kindness isn't about just how we treat others. You've heard it here before. It's also how we treat ourselves. And some of us are compassionate to literally everyone except for ourselves. You would never tell your exhausted friend, push harder, ignore your limits. You don't deserve rest yet. But we say it to ourselves all the time. Real kindness includes boundaries. It includes recovery, breathing room, grace. And guess what? Rested people tend to become kinder people. More patient, more emotionally regulated, more present, more connected, because survival mode changes people. I stumbled across this quote from Anne Lamott that says, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. That should probably be printed on a coffee mug and handed out to every overwhelmed adult. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe you check the merch store soon. So let's make it practical, right? Because I really want to give you takeaways at every podcast. 3 ways to stop treating rest like it's something you have to earn. Number 1, stop waiting until you're completely depleted. Rest should not begin at rock bottom. You don't need to emotionally collapse before taking care of yourself. Preventative care matters mentally too. Build tiny moments of recovery into your day. Not every form of rest requires a vacation. I'm talking about a 5-minute walk, silence in your car, saying no, putting your phone down, and maybe on Do Not Disturb, laughing with a friend, stepping outside and putting your face to the sun, taking a real lunch break, like away from your desk. Those tiny moments actually make a big difference. And the third one is pay attention to what actually restores you. Scrolling is not always rest. Sometimes it's just a distraction. I'm going to say most times it's just a distraction. I want you to ask yourself, what actually helps me feel lighter afterward? That answer matters. And maybe this episode is your reminder today that your value as a human being is not based on how exhausted you are. You are allowed to rest before burnout. You are allowed to pause without guilt. You are allowed to take care of yourself without proving you've suffered enough first. That's not weakness, folks. That is wisdom. Here's your challenge. Take one guilt-free pause. Just one. No multitasking, no apologizing, no earning it first. And while you're at it, give someone else permission to rest too. Kindness includes creating a world where people feel being safe. And that includes you. So, hey, if this episode encouraged you, send it to someone who's been carrying way too much lately. And if you haven't already, make sure you're following along the Kindness Advantage podcast for more conversations about kindness, emotional intelligence, leadership, and living with more humanity in a world that desperately needs it. And I want to end this like I do every week. Together, we create waves of change through kindness. Thanks for being here.